Let us discuss errors. When we are talking of science, we are talking of scientific method. Scientific method is observation, experiment. So when you are talking of experiment, you are talking of experiments in physics. So here comes error. When a observer is doing some experiment, he might do some mistake, or the instrument may not be exactly giving the reading. Then during these two cases you are doing mistake, and this mistake is error. If you have exact value of any physical quantity is well known, and after doing observation or error in the instrument it comes to be wrong, then that difference we call it as error in the observation or instrument. Errors are of two types: systematic and random. Major two types of errors: systematic and random errors. Systematic error is of further three types: instrumental, imperfection in experimental technique, and personal error. Systematic error is that error which always occur in one direction. Means if you have a faulty instrument, then the reading will be faulty. For example, the time of clock is set to be 12:15, but actual value is 12:10. Then there is a positive 5 minutes error, and it will come in every reading. If it is 120, it means it was 115. So 5 minutes of positive error is there. So dear friends, it occurs in one direction, either in positive or in negative. This is also sometimes called as constant error. If it occurs in instrument, then this type of error is instrumental error. And if the technique is wrong, then you can say this is an error in experimental technique. For example, measuring the temperature by improper technique, then there may be wrong. So first of all, you have to adopt a right procedure for measuring the temperature. The last one is personal error. That is due to the sheer carelessness of the person. And if person does constantly a same type of reading, same type of error, then this type of error will be called as personal error. And the next one is random error. Random error is that error whose cause is not known, his time of occurrence is not known, when it will appear, why it has appeared, and how it has appeared, we don't know. So random in itself means that nothing is known about it. So for removing this error, you have to do experiment, you have to take more readings. More be the readings, lesser be the error. There are other methods also, qualitative mathematical errors, such as absolute error, relative error, and percentage error. Absolute error means actual value minus observed value, and if you divide it with its actual value, yani actual value minus observed value upon actual value, then this will be called as relative error. You have compared the absolute error with its actual value, and if you multiply relative error with the 100, then you will call it as the absolute error. Yani actual minus observed upon actual into 100 will be called it as absolute error. Now when the error come in combination, means you want to find the perimeter area, okay, means you want to multiply, divide, add, subtract, okay, you want to do operation, mathematical operation, then suppose it is a case of addition. I am considering two examples, plus and minus. Let L1 is 1 and error in L1, absolute error is 0.01. L2 2 plus minus 0.1. So delta L1 is 0.01 and delta L2 is 0.02. So for this, just remember one point, that you have to add the absolute error. Okay, so delta L will be equal to delta L1 plus delta L2. Delta L is the absolute error in L, delta L1 in L1 and delta L2 in L2. So you will get the value, you just add these two errors, 0.02 centimeter. Of course, L is equal to L1 plus L2 means 1 plus 2 is 3. So exact value will be of now 3 plus minus 0.02 centimeter. Suppose if you are doing the negative operation, then dear friends, 1 minus 2 will be minus 1. But keep in mind, error is always added because it was a mistake. Once there was a mistake, second time it is also a mistake. So a mistake is always being added up. So also keep in mind the units. So this is 0.02 centimeter. So now this time L plus minus delta L is minus 1 plus minus 0.02. So if I have considered these two values for plus and minus, what has changed? Value of L is changed. 1 plus 2 is 3 and here L1 minus L2 is minus 1. Error in both the cases is same if I have considered a same numerical. Okay. Now if this is a multiply or divide, for multiply and divide, take relative error. Okay, first of all get the value of L. It was 1 into 2, 2 centimeter square. Divide तो 1 by 2, 0.5, no units because centimeter will get cancel it here. So use the relative error. Delta L by L is equal to delta L1 by L1 plus delta L by L2. Delta L1 is 0.01, L2 is 0.01. L1 was 1, L2 was 2. I have considered the same values. So L is 1 into 2. Put the value here 2. Now cross multiply here 2. You will get the value of delta L. Now exact value is 2 plus minus 0.03. Also consider the units because I have multiplied, so it's a square. If I divide it, the same formula I am going to use 0.01 by 1 plus 0.01 by 2. Here the value is changed because L is 1 by 2 and that is 0.5. Earlier it was multiply, so 1 into 2 is 2. Here what is the change? Change is only in length. No change in the formula. Plus is here, plus is here. So this time delta L is 0.5 into this. Earlier it was 2 into this. That's why I got the value 0.03. Now you will get the value 0.0075. So exact value will be L plus minus delta L will be 0.5 plus minus this value. So this in addition use absolute error, or in subtraction use absolute error, and for multiplication and division use what? Use relative error in multiply or divide, or you can use percentage error. Thank you.